How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some creepy TikTok videos that are sure to give you the chills. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more eerie and creepy content just like this.
Like many scary videos on TikTok, this clip, posted by user Lil Penile, begins innocently enough. However, it doesn't take long for something unusual to interrupt the video. The clip begins with a close-up shot of a young girl talking to someone just outside of the view of the camera. As they have a casual conversation, something unusual begins to happen. The possible paranormal activity in this video is so quick that you might have to watch it twice to see what spooked this girl and her friend. The girl is talking to her friend when suddenly a lock of her hair is pulled up towards her face.
Oh my god, hello? I had two.
Her hands are nowhere in the shot, so the girl definitely didn't move the hair herself. In fact, she doesn't even seem to notice what has happened. It's her friend who points out that something strange has just occurred.
That was really weird what's happened with your hair.
To those who have encountered spirits before, this video won't be terribly surprising. The internet is filled with stories of ghostly presences getting the attention of humans by lightly tugging on their hair. In some cases, this bit of physical contact is enough to satisfy the ghost's needs to be noticed. However, some hair-pulling poltergeists eventually escalate their behaviour, becoming angry and violent. The gentle tug on this girl's golden locks seems to suggest that her resident spirit is on the playful side, just looking to be acknowledged, for now at least.
Hello? I had two.
That was really weird what's happened with your hair.
In some scary videos on TikTok, such as this one posted by Big Country 747, it's the sounds rather than the sights that send shivers down viewers' spines. In the dark of night, even the smallest sound can put our nerves on edge. We listen closely, attempting to discern the cause, hoping that it's merely the usual sounds of a house settling or wind blowing through the trees. However, in this video, it seems unlikely that the sounds could be caused by anything so innocent. The video begins with blurry, darkened shots of some out-of-the-way location late at night. From the first moments of the footage, the camera moves erratically, making it difficult to see what's going on. However, the details of the location are less important than the sounds that echo through the air.
What the actual crap? Done for the night, but I guess not.
As the camera pans around, desperately searching for the source of the sounds, we hear blood-curdling screams coming from somewhere in the distance.
I guess not. I don't know what the that is, but I ain't getting the out.
It sounds as if whoever's making the horrifying noises is either in terrible pain or dreadfully afraid. Whatever the cause of these spine-chilling screams might be, it's unlikely to be anything good. The man recording the video can be heard expressing his fears, stating that he plans to leave the area as soon as possible. It's probably a smart move on his part to run for it before the source of this eerie sound comes for him.
What the actual crap? But I ain't getting the out. Nope.
For scary videos on TikTok, the right atmosphere can make all the difference. There's nothing like a dark and stormy night, an abandoned building, or a creepy forest to set viewers on edge. However, in this video from DG477, the rain really is the star of the show. On an otherwise bright and sunny day in Paris, this TikTok user was headed down the street when they noticed something truly bizarre. In the middle of the street, it seemed to be pouring rain, but only an area a few feet wide. In a rapidly forming puddle in the center of the street, we see the heavily falling rain splashing onto the concrete, soaking the middle of the street while everything around it remains bone dry. The camera pans upward, showing that the bizarre rainfall couldn't be caused by water falling from the edge of a roof or the branches of a tree. Some viewers have suggested that the apparent rainfall could be caused by a nearby sprinkler spraying onto the road. However, the water seems to be coming from much higher than it would if it was coming from a sprinkler. The fact is, there's nothing above the spot where the rain is pouring down. In fact, there isn't even a dark cloud in the sky to explain the mysterious rain. In the background, you'll notice two elderly women that acknowledge the strange rain formation too. This rules out the possibility of some post-production trickery. For now, the internet has no explanation for this strange weather phenomenon. User Kimberly Rhodes 112 is no stranger to scary videos on TikTok. Much to her dismay, there seems to be some sort of ghostly entity in her home that often disrupts her clips. It started with strange knocking sounds coming from unoccupied parts of the house. However, in this video, she finally catches a glimpse of her paranormal housemate. She begins recording at the first sign of paranormal activity. As she often does when home alone, she begins to hear mysterious knocking sounds coming from the lower level of the house. She knows her dog Daisy is incapable of making such sounds. Besides, when she heads to the stairs to investigate the noises, Daisy is perched at the top of the staircase, staring into the darkness below.
Daisy, honey, what's down there?
The TikTok user slowly heads to the top of the stairs, pointing the camera ahead of her to capture any evidence of paranormal activity. The lower level of the house is dark, but a bit of light shines onto the floor from outside. As the camera rolls, something briefly blocks the exterior light, something that looks much like a person made of shadow.
I don't see it. Oh my god!
If you slow the footage down, you can indeed see that there's something there. The young woman gasps and quickly moves away from the stairs, terrified at what she saw.
Oh my god!
Shadow people are common ghostly forms, typically emerging late at night from the shadows of a darkened space. Shadow people aren't always malevolent, but they are always terrifying.
I don't see it. Oh my god!
In another of the scary videos on TikTok by the same user, Kimberly Rhodes 112, the entity haunting her home goes to new levels to make itself known. This time, instead of limiting itself to knocking sounds and manifesting as a terrifying shadow, the entity escalates to actual poltergeist activity. Our brave TikTok user attempts to communicate with the ghost that is haunting her home while recording, hoping to catch some paranormal activity on film. She focuses the camera on a stuffed toy on the floor and begins asking the ghost questions.
Spirit in my house. What is your name?
The uploader claims that the spirit often heeds her request for a sign, so she expects that asking the ghost to make a knocking sound will result in some sort of activity. She speaks to the ghost, asking it to make itself known.
Can you knock?
However, instead of the knocking noise that she's come to expect, something much more terrifying happens. In response to her questions, the ghost picks up the stuffed toy and yanks it across the floor.
Can you... Oh my god.
The uploader screams in terror, nearly dropping the camera to the ground.
Oh my god.
Some viewers have pointed out that the movement of the toy could have easily have been faked by attaching it to clear string and having someone pull it across the floor from behind the couch. However, others believe that her reaction was too genuine to be faked.
Can you... Oh my god.
It seems that stuffed toys are a common target for ghostly activity. TikTok user Mardavik Jewelry shared another creepy video starring a cuddly plush animal. The video shows a stuffed lamb sitting on top of a refrigerator. In the initial wide shot of the footage, nothing about the scene seems unusual. However, the camera slowly pans in on the lamb, showing a close-up of the stuffed toy. As the camera rolls, something begins to seem off about the toy. You may have to watch the clip a few times to really see what it is that makes the lamb so creepy. The reason this innocent toy is sending shivers down your spine is that it's moving, ever so slowly. If you watch its head closely, you'll notice that it's making small fluid movements for the entire time the camera is focused on it. The movements are so slight that they aren't immediately apparent, yet somehow the subtlety of this clip makes it even more terrifying than some of the more extreme videos that ghost hunters often share. If you watch the right ear of the stuffed toy in relation to the two holes on the wall, you can see the movement more clearly. Is it a poltergeist? Is it something possessing the toy? Without additional clues, it's impossible to know for sure. However, this TikTok user would be foolish to take this particular toy to bed with them. Before we get to that #1 spot and take a look at a creepy figure that was spotted in the background of a TikTok video, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there. That way you'll be notified about all our latest scary and creepy content. Like many who use TikTok, Rubiks Cube decided to try for a few minutes of internet fame by posting a video of himself performing a viral TikTok dance. He performed the dance perfectly and posted the video to the social media site. However, viewers of the video quickly made it go viral, but not because of the quality of his dancing. Viewers began to point out something odd happening in the background of the video. Although the uploader claimed to be home alone, you can clearly see someone poking their head into the room from the top of the stairs behind him. The stairway is too far away to make out any distinguishing features, but the face does seem to be paler than you would expect from an ordinary human. The face only appears for a second or two before disappearing back into the darkness. Some viewers believed the video to be staged, claiming that the bizarre-looking entity was just an ordinary person. They point to the video's caption, saying that because the uploader made a point to mention that he was home alone, the video seems like a hoax. However, others who have watched the video were left feeling shaken by the strange presence in the background. Love to get your thoughts on this one. What do you think, real or fake? Let me know in the comment section below.
If you want to see more scary TikTok videos, then check out that link on the top there. Otherwise, there's a paranormal playlist there that is guaranteed to keep you up into the wee hours of the morning. Leave us a comment down below and hit that thumbs up button. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.